Division 1, the semifinals, number 1 Helix plays number 5 El Camino. Number 2 Madison versus number 3 Lincoln. Guys, let's start with that 1-5 game. The Helix Highlanders last week getting it done against Grossmont, 41-24. El Camino, 30-20 over LCC. Helix, after maybe 2 bad weeks, if you will, by their like historical standards early in the season, was kind of written off from the top team conversation. And I think that has left them a little bit lackluster in terms of the hype surrounding this. This does not feel like the traditional kind of run that a Helix team has had, but this is very much a traditional Helix team. They're in the driver's seat in the playoffs, and I see them moving on to the finals here. Bodie De Silva, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd agree. I like Helix to win. El Camino, those looked really good in their first 2 weeks. They definitely seem to bring it once the playoffs come around. The regular season doesn't always go their way, but they have found something, and their team really bonds together there. So I think it's a close game. I'll say 1 touchdown, but I like Helix to move on here with their rushing attack.
You could definitely put that on the poll at ST Prep Insider. Maybe it's not even El Camino. Maybe it's just, does a Michael Hobbs coached team know how to turn it on in the playoffs? Tommy, your thoughts?
Yeah, so I called an upset in this one and got it wrong. I thought Grossmont would beat Helix, and I think maybe Christian Washington was listening because, again, this is off the top of my head, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys, computers, but 322 yards and 5 touchdowns, somewhere around there, rushing for Christian Washington.
337 maybe?
337, yeah.
Something crazy.
Something insane. So when that happens, you have a pretty good chance of winning, I would say. So an out-of-this-world performance from him. He's a fantastic football player. I don't see that happening again, but I see him having another big game. It's trying hard to go over 300-plus twice in a row. For them to win this game, they really need to step it up a little bit in the passing game. Rylan Jesse is a capable quarterback. We haven't seen it so far in the playoffs. They're going to be keying on Christian Washington for obvious reasons. Again, when you go for over 300 yards, kind of eye-opening. So I do like Helix in this game, but I think it's going to be super close. I think within a touchdown, and I think we'll see the Highlanders in the championship game.
Other side of this bracket, Madison, Lincoln. We saw this one earlier this season with Madison coming out on top. Madison is the 2 seed. It'll be at home for the Warhawks. Is this the old adage, it's hard to beat a football team twice, or is Madison in control here because they get it at home? There's a lot of different ways to see this game. Bodie, I'm curious what you make of it.
Yeah, I'm going to be at this game. Really looking forward to it. I think we'll see something similar to we saw the first time. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's 2 teams that really know what the other team is going to do. And with that said, I'll give Madison the advantage of being at home and think they come out on top again.
Tommy, I'm curious about your thoughts.
I think it's a Lincoln victory. The first game was a huge surprise to me, and I think Lincoln was surprised as well. I don't think they're going to be surprised this week. I think Madison kind of stuck up on them. That won't happen when you pretty lost them during the regular season. I like Lincoln in this one by about 14. Madison having a great season, a season that again, we talked about this last week, playing way above expectations for what we thought of them in the beginning of the year. Hats off to them and Coach Jackson. Very, very good football team, but I like Lincoln in this one, and I like Lincoln Helix.
Fair enough. I will side with Madison just out of I like home field advantage on this one for whatever reason. I feel like this is a coin toss, 1-score game that comes down to whoever was at home. Madison wins the draw here and is able to repeat.